Hello, beautiful Aries, and welcome back to my channel, The Divine Torch Tarot. Today I'm offering you a reading for the month of February, and also I set my intention for the end of January and February. But also, if you're watching this at a different time, then there is most likely a message in here for you. So, Aries, I'm going to start with what's happening astrologically for you, for your sign. And then also I did a meditation. And so I want to share some of the things that came up there. And then finally we'll end with this pre-shuffled tarot card reading for you. There's quite a few. I pulled some from every deck that I have, so this may be a little longer than usual, but let's see how it goes. So Aries, for the month of February, let's see, is this my... Okay, so astrologically speaking, we have a full moon on the 16th. Mercury is in retrograde until the 4th, so if you can hold off on things like travel and signing contracts, starting new projects, it would be better to do that after the 4th, and also travel. Aries, so astrologically, let's see, new moon in 11th house, so new relationships, teamwork. You may want to find interest in taking a class to meet new people or just explore new things. And then making career plans. So that's astrological. Let's see. Okay, so for my meditation, when I meditated on your sign, Aries, what came through super strong is just this determination. It's like you're setting fire on your path and you're not looking back. It says facing the new year with a renewed determination. So yeah, it's like I just had this sense of, you know exactly where you're going, you're determined, whatever is in your way is not going to be in your way for long. You just kind of set it ablaze and keep moving. So yeah, that's that. Let's move into your cards, Aries. All right, so energy, we have purity. I love this card. So this is my card that represents being able to see all of the options, all of the different perspectives, and move forward after making that assessment. And that's exactly what I've been feeling for you, Aries. Insight, you're very clear on what direction you're going, what you want for yourself, what your outcomes are. You're very outcome focused, whereas in the past you may have been stuck somewhere. In 2021 you may have felt some confusion, or just certain life experiences may have slowed you down. Okay, your next card, we have soul name. So what's coming through right now is you may be contemplating like a business name or a name for a product that you're launching, something around names. Usually this is more about, telling me where someone might need to take some time to get to know yourself in a new way, in a more intimate way from within. And so maybe that resonates for you, but what really is coming through is just wanting to find the perfect name for something. Maybe you're having a child, maybe you're starting and you want the perfect name. That's for very, very few of you. But also some of you might be wanting to start a channel, a YouTube channel, and so you're trying to think about what's the best name. You want a name that really feels right. Luck is on your side. Yeah, you're super being supported on your journey, Aries. That's very clear. It's like the clarity and determination with which you're moving forward is how do I describe this? You're on the right path is the best way that I can describe it. Like, if you look at this card, this arrow is, set for making a bullseye. And this, this is the Sagittarius card. So yeah, you're just so on the right path. What do you need to release? And this one was in reverse. So that tells me that you have released a lot of the negativity of the past. You may have done a lot of personal work on some trauma, maybe some childhood experiences, relationships with close family members that were difficult or challenging for you to move through. You may have left a relationship in 2021 or a job. Yeah, so since it's in reverse, I feel like you've done that. Patience. So the vision that I had when I was meditating on your sign, Aries, was just this trailblazer. It was this like, that the Ace of Wands. It was kind of like the wand that was lit up. It was just like a torch, a flame, and it lit the entire path forward. And so I think maybe something that you might want to be aware of, Aries, is, you can see so clearly what your outcome is, what you want it to be, what you've set it as. And so you may need to have some patience and just focus on taking one step after the other, knowing that eventually you'll get there. Blessing. You got the blessing card here. It says your guidance is to bless everyone you meet today. Also, this card is about pouring divine energy onto anyone or onto any intention. So yeah, what I really feel is a major shift for you, Aries, is that you're now working towards something that you really believe in. Whereas before, there wasn't that connect. You were either in something out of obligation, out of necessity, out of habit, out of comfort, but there was a disconnect there that you've now stepped into, and that in itself is just such a huge blessing, to be around someone who is so confident in their path, who is so self-assured. You have sacred healing. The word ancestors is coming through, so you may have guardian angels or special loved ones who have passed, who are watching over you and kind of guiding you along on your path. Sometimes when we can't see, it's important for us to rely on our other senses. So listening is going to be really important for you, Aries. Here we have the drum on this card, and I think what your ancestors want you to know is to really listen. Listen from within, listen to understand, listen to analyze. Just listen to your heart, listen to yourself. And I feel like you're going to get a lot of strong messages from your intuition, and I think it's super important that you really honor those messages and listen to them carefully. We have the links, which I'll look up. I'm not sure what the message there is. Number 18 might be significant for you. Music. Here again, sound. So maybe you've decided to pursue something in music or around sound, but just this message of listening keeps coming through as very important. Alone time. Spending time alone and listening to your intuition, listening to that space within. I think one of the most powerful and easy ways for me personally to do that is through meditation, but not just meditation, specifically breathing meditation. So really listening to each inhale and exhale and really feeling the air, move into my nostrils and down my, chest, and just really becoming present with breath is a really intimate way of being with yourself. Forgiveness heals. You may be holding on to someone, some situation, some hurtful situation of the past that you are clearly walking away from in 2022, Aries. So what the angel's guidance for you is that forgiving yourself, not only does it benefit your health somatically, physically, it also releases a heavy burden. It's kind of like going on a hike with, 2 extra luggages that you have to carry versus letting them go and walking forward, trusting and knowing that whatever you need will be provided to you. So yeah, forgiveness, compromise. Let me just tune into this. What's coming through Aries is I'm getting really strong a new business project, a new business plan, and what you're being shown is that you're going to have to negotiate and compromise between what your vision, your goal, your outcome is, and what's available to you at the moment. And I think that's where patience comes in as well, is that you are so, I want to say headstrong, but it's more like determined to reach and attain your goals. But it's going to require some patience. And I think that's going to be hard for you because for so long, you were not in this space, in this energy. And so it's kind of like you have this strong will. Unlikely in reverse. So you may have had or have some doubts and fears about whether or not this new way is going to work for you, whether or not you're going to be pulled back into the past, or just whether or not you can do it, whether or not you have the strength and the ability. And what the angels are saying is that you can let go of those doubts and those fears because you are absolutely on the right path. You absolutely have the strength. Not only do you have the strength, they're saying, but they want you to take a moment, take some time to look back and see how far you've come, what you've learned, even though all of the things that you've been through may have been difficult and really maybe even traumatic, and you are coming out like this shining light, this beacon of experience where you're going to be able to help others through whatever this what feels like a new business or a new project. We have purification. Oh my God, you got this twice. Look at you, Aries. What's happening here? Wow, purification. This says, by purifying your life of negative people, places, and experiences, you'd attain true peace. Exactly, Aries. The distinct vision that I had was of you, leaving behind the past and not looking back. And it's kind of like you're cleansing your life of what wasn't working, what wasn't, what's the word? Like alchemical, authentic to your soul. It was like you no longer are willing to live in any situation, whether it's where you live, who you live with, where you work. You're not willing to sacrifice this connection to self anymore. Take time for yourself. Here you go. You got another double card, alone time. So yeah, you're really being guided to go within, to be with yourself at this time. For some of you, that might be challenging. I'm seeing someone who has a lot of friends, who goes out a lot. And so this might be a challenge for you, Aries. But it's going to benefit you. And I don't want to forget to look up this card. I'm going to look it up right now because it's calling out to me. So let's look it up. Number 18, the links. Secrets. It is said that if you want to find out a secret, ask Lynx Medicine. Unfortunately, it's difficult to get the silent lynx to speak. To be confronted by the powerful medicine of links, it signifies that you do not know something about yourself or others. The only way you can coax information about yourself out of a link's medicine person, in case you've forgotten where you hid the treasure, is to respect the practices of his or her tradition. I just want to go straight to the... If you have pulled the links card, you can be sure that secrets are afloat. If this is your personal medicine, you should listen to your higher self. And I think that's why, Aries, that you're being guided to spend so much time alone also, is the need to receive really critical messages. It says, be still and pay attention to the revelations you receive, either in the form of mental pictures or through a high singing voice in your ear. What have I been saying? Music, sound, inner voice. Perhaps you will receive information in the form of omens. You can be sure that Mother Earth is signaling to you in some manner. If Lynx is at your door, listen. Brother or sister Lynx can teach you of your personal power and of things you have forgotten about yourself. Lynx can lead you to lost treasures and connect you to forgotten brotherhoods or sisterhoods. Some medicine people believe that the Sphinx of ancient Egypt was not a lion, but a lynx. This lynx does not say much. With an enigmatic smile, the great cat watches over the sands of forever. So, yeah, a lot of really intense, amazing, and awe-inspiring revelations are in store for you, Aries, and that is so freaking exciting. All right, Archangel Furiel. Oh, wow, that's so cool. It says, the earth is my mother. I am one with all that is. So not only, Aries, are you developing a strong relationship with self and purpose, but also a connection to earth. And it's so significant because the vision that I had of you, it was out in nature. Like it was like a hiking trail, basically. And the flame, the twig, the Ace of Wands that you were holding, it was fire, it's earth, it's nature. And when you're out in nature in a hike like that, the sounds that you are surrounded by are so healing, are so incredibly healing and nurturing to the soul. So yeah, maybe you want to do that. Maybe you want to get out in nature. Okay, let's talk about love, because my intention for the rest of these cards was love. So it says here, the heart of the matter. Wow, you know, Aries, what's coming through is that the heart of the matter is you. That now is the time for you to fall in love with you. And that's not said in a narcissistic sense, though, narcissism exists on a spectrum and everyone has some level of narcissism. But the message that's coming through is look at how this person is looking down on this lit path, this very well-lit path. I feel like that's the energy the angels are guiding you toward, Aries, is to really kind of look over your life and where you're going with such contentment and self-approval. So that's awesome. 7 of Wands. Yeah, a lot of frustration in your past. You have Temperance. Here, this is again about patience. I think that this is what really is coming out as a challenge for you is patience, Aries. And my intention was for this to be about love, but I don't know that that's where it's going, but let's find out. So patience. What's coming through on this card is that patience is may be difficult for you because you've been living for so long in some way where you've been unhappy. And that's because you've been disconnected from your soul truth or some aspect of it. And so when Spirit is asking you to be patient and really kind of negotiate between the 3D reality and your vision for your future, that's kind of, it rubs you, it almost like frustrates you. Four of Wands, definite happy outcome. So yeah, I feel like this is where you're going. You know, complete fulfillment, achievement, solid, steady foundation in love, in home, in career. Just feeling really. Like you've won. Like what's coming through is I won the game. But right now is a time for you to be the hermit and go within. So here you have the 7 upright and the 7 reversed. Here's frustrations, and this is like plans and hopes, and I just feel like, Aries, what is important for you to know here with this draw is that you may look back at your past and have a lot of resentment or anger or frustration. And again, that's where this forgiveness card comes in. But what the angels want you to know is that without those experiences, you wouldn't have as much determination, strength, and vision that you do going forward in 2022. Okay, so I just flipped the bottom and the Sun card is there, so that's cute. We have 6 of Cups. You may have considered going back to someone, going backwards, but what Spirit wants you to know is that is not an option, not because they're saying it, but because your determination, your will is so strong. Yeah, here you are, putting down the past, moving forward. 7 of Cups, not looking, here's 7 again, not looking back at what was, at options from the past. Also what's coming through is Spirit is saying you're going to have a lot of options for collaborations in the future, and they're saying that you're going to need to use the discernment that you have developed from the past in order to make wise decisions for the future. Judgment, Emperor in reverse, 4 of Swords in reverse, the Chariot in reverse. You felt stuck for a very long time. Your masculine has been like buried, I want to say. When I say masculine, it's not male, female. It's not a gender thing. It's energetic presence. So if you have a father wound, for example, if you're abandoned by your father, maybe your father had addiction issues, maybe there's some trauma in that relationship, you may have sought out relationships or experiences where that has been reinforced. So it's kind of like buried this trauma. Whereas now that's shifting, and so you're attracting a new type of person. Whoa, a new type of experience. Yeah, you're no longer feeding this wound. You're more invested in moving forward, in healing, in finding people who are aligned with your goals. Look at this. So here's the past, the Emperor in reverse. Here's the future, 6 of Cups, upright. Yeah, so revisiting the pain of the past in order to appreciate what you have benefited from those experiences. And I know that might sound it even sounds weird to say, having experienced trauma myself, because it's hard to draw upon good when you have been hurt so deeply. But Spirit's saying it's there. It's there. If you look at the roots on this tree, there's so much color, so much abundance that you can draw from your past experiences, from the experiences that have molded you, and so much wisdom available to you. Yeah, coming out transformed. Look at that. So definitely getting recognition. you're definitely going to get recognition for this project, this business, this path that you're on. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Holding on to the past. So, forgiveness. I mean, what do I have to say about forgiveness? Spirit, can you help guide me with what you want them to know? They're saying forgiveness is a practice that takes patience. Forgiveness is a practice that takes patience. Where's the patience? I know you got a couple patience cards. I know you got temperance, you got compromise, but I know I saw a patience card, or I talked about it. Okay, you have the moon in reverse, no longer feeling confused about which direction you're going, no longer juggling. Look it. You are going to eventually meet someone. If you haven't already, some of you have already, either you have a crush on someone, you have your eye on someone, or someone has expressed some interest in you. I'm not seeing someone who's like full out, oh my God, I want to marry you, I need you. I'm experiencing someone just kind of, what's that called? Throwing the bait out, or kind of like planting a seed, like, maybe just like, hey, how are you? I noticed this, and this, or we haven't talked in a while. Kind of that like light-hearted reaching out. This person wants to make you happy, and yeah, I think you're going to be very happy with this person. I'm just seeing two people who have a lot in common, and I'm also seeing you. So I'm seeing you and this person walking side by side, and I'm seeing you kind of self-reflecting or processing almost as you're with this person. And the message that's coming through that this angels want you to know is that for the next few months, and in February, you're starting to become aware of these subconscious patterns that have guided you towards past experiences that weren't the greatest. And so now that you have that awareness, you're able to be more present with yourself and also more present with your love partner, which generates a lot of happiness in itself. So Aries, that is your reading. I'm going to stop it there. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do like this video if it resonated, or even if you just want to help me out. Because when you like videos, they're, I don't know, the algorithms, they present my channel to others. Also, if you want to subscribe, I would appreciate you for that. So until next month, Aries, thank you so much. Feel free to check out your moon and rising signs as well. You might get a more well-rounded idea of what's happening for you. All right, sending lots of love, and I will see you next time. Bye.